What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Day, and welcome to the Man United Talks Manchester United versus West Brom preview. Now, as I said, welcome. Okay, we're here to talk about probably what's going to be and should be the easiest game of the season. If you do enjoy, drop a like and subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff. Now let's get into it. So, first things first, okay? Let's just go over a recap of what's happened recently, okay? So we went out of the Champions League and we came back to the league, and what did we do? We won against Swansea, and then we beat City 3-2 at the Etihad to stop them from winning the title. I mean, come on now. That's just... it's not great. I mean, the 3-2 win at the Etihad definitely pushes the Sevilla loss down a bit more, but it's definitely still there, you know, in your head. Like, I can't believe we're not in the Champions League or in the quarterfinal or wherever we could have been, you know, however far we could have went, because at this point, Champions League is not looking strong right now. I'm not gonna lie. We would have played Bayern, who did not score in their home leg. You know, that's something to see, but you know, it is what it is. So, and they only won 2-1 in aggregate against Sevilla, who weren't a good team. We just weren't good enough. Anyway, let's talk about just to recap what happened in that Manchester City performance. So, first half, we acted like we didn't know how to play football. It looked like a bunch of lost dummies out there, apart from probably Herrera, Pogba, and not even I wouldn't say Sanchez. First half was good. So I would say Pogba and Herrera were probably the best players in that first half. Yeah, as simple as that. And we just didn't look like we knew what we were doing at all, and we didn't. Or we forgot whatever Mourinho's tactics were in the first half, and then it was kind of like he reinstated what he wanted to see in the second half more than him implementing new tactics, because we didn't look like we had any tactics in the first half, and then the second half we came out with a game plan. We were aggressive. We felt some heart, like we knew what we had to do. We could not lose to Manchester City and then have them win the title and probably have a pitch invasion, which would have just been, I would have turned my TV off. Like, no, couldn't take that. And we didn't. And we ended up going on to win 3-2. Yeah, and that was that, you know. In that game, and even more often than not, I like recently Lukaku has been almost playing like a winger, in the sense that, and he doesn't go on to left much, but he goes on the right side a lot, and he kind of just, or truth be told, it depends on which half the weaker center half is playing on, or which side, sorry, and he goes and targets that position, but more than not, he goes on the right wing, drags whoever's out, you know, drags people out on that right side and makes space for the Lingards of the team and the Alexis Sanchez, whoever's playing central, to kind of go into that space. And Lingard has exceptional movement anyway, but when you got someone like Lukaku who takes all the attention off of him and gives him that space, we were using that space well in the second half. Not many goals came from it, but it definitely disorientated the team, and that led to Pogba's second goal, where Lukaku, he didn't have the ball, but he was dragging defenders out, made space for Pogba to just run straight to the middle. Alexis Sanchez with a great ball over, and that was that. But yeah, that was just simply determination and grit that we should show in every game, but it was definitely more abundant in the derby, which it should be, to be honest. It's the biggest game of the season, bar playing against Liverpool. So yeah, and that was that. And now we're here to play West Brom, which, let's face it, West Brom are just, goodness gracious, West Brom are bad, man. I mean, the last game they won, we're in April. The last game they won was January 13th. That's ridiculous. I mean, wow. I don't think they've won, and I think their last prior win was like opening day. Like, they haven't won any games this season. I'm gonna check real quick on my phone, but I'm gonna keep talking as I do that. But their record is just abysmal. I mean, you kind of feel for them, but at the same time, it's not great. To be honest, it's not great. I couldn't imagine being a West Brom fan because they have a good support system, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's not fair because they haven't played well. Pardew came in and he brought in Sturridge. I think was the only signing he made, and he didn't do anything with that team. And he keeps his record of not getting relegated, which is just BS because he was going down with them. He realized he was on a sinking ship and he got out of there. It's not great, and it's sad to see because West Brom over the last few seasons have been a reliable, what's the word? A reliable contest when you play a game. We're going to play a good game. We're going to have to break down this West Brom team when they come to Old Trafford, when we go to whatever the flip their stadium's called, but it's not the case. They're going down for sure. Sad times over there for the Magpies. But let's talk about our lineup. Let's get it on. All right. So, as you can see, Dave, not even a question. Big Dave in net. Back four, Valencia, Bailly, Smalling, Shaw. Midfield two of Pogba and Herrera. I think Matic deserves the rest. I think, he's played almost every game this season, and I don't think we'll necessarily need his defensive coverage or whatsoever, and Herrera kind of, with a team that like West Brom that are so timid and they're not fast movers of the ball, and we aren't particularly either this season anyway. I think that's also down to not having Herrera in the team, but having someone like Herrera in the team against a low confidence team like West Brom, he will have he brings that tenacity and just aggression, the high energy to just disorient them and go get the ball. So I think he would, in my opinion, if Mourinho's going to play this formation, he is preferred to Matic. And then obviously the midfield three, the three in front of the midfield two, Sanchez, Lingard, and Mata. I don't think pace is a necessity against West Brom. I'm not feeling that. I think, who do they got playing left back? I don't know. Chris Brunt, I think, I think he's been playing midfield. Kieran Gibbs, forgot about Kieran Gibbs. But, I don't think pace is a necessity. I don't think we need to play on the counter, or I don't think we'll be able to play on the counter because West Brom sit deep. I know they don't have Pulis and Pardew and whoever, defensive stability is not really their main objective. I don't even know who their manager is at the moment, but like I said, I think we could play some decent football and break these lot down, and obviously Big Rum up top because he's chasing 30 goals. He's not far off. I think he has 26 now. He's got 4 left, I believe, to hit 30, which I think he will do for sure. And that's the lineup I've gone with. Simple as that. As for Luke, as you saw, I had Luke Shaw in there. Luke Shaw, I think Ashley Young is in Mourinho's good graces, and he probably will play the rest of the season, which is going to piss me off. But I think at this point in the season, we're going to get second. Liverpool drew, we beat City. And we just need to continue on the path. And what I think we can do, I don't know. Let me see the point difference between ourselves and third place. Third place in Liverpool. We have 4 points. Okay, so it's not a big difference, or a big gap, I should say. It's not a big gap, but it's big enough. I think we can afford to try some different things, especially against a team we know are getting relegated, especially at Old Trafford. I think you can play Luke Shaw against this West Brom team for sure. They don't believe in Matt Phillips, who is someone I really enjoyed watching, especially at QPR and in his early days at West Brom. He is aggressive, he is quick, he is strong, and if he plays against Ashley Young, I think Ashley Young can deal with the Mohamed Salahs of football and the smaller threats to him. But if he plays, like I said, I didn't want him to play against Kyle Walker. If he plays against if he plays against Matt Phillips, who is a strong, fast guy, Matt Phillips is gonna just push past him. It's gonna just, and I could be wrong. I don't think I will be though. I think Matt Phillips is just gonna bully him, and I don't want to see that. So Luke Shaw at 6'6", I think, is a big, solid guy, and he's quick. I think he'll handle Matt Phillips. And like I said, at this point in the season, what do we have to lose? I would like to see Alexis Sanchez and Pogba as consistently as possible for the rest of the season. I don't think that'll be a problem now. I don't know what was going on when Pogba was in and out of the team. He was injured, so whatever. I think we need to get Pogba and Sanchez together as much as possible because they're the dominators of the ball. They possess the ball the most in the team. So we need to get them finding some cohesion and team quality, I guess. Not quality, cohesion. I said it. I don't know why I'm trying to find a more smart word. I'm not that smart. Anyway, yeah, and maybe definitely on the last day of the season, definitely want to see Angel Gomez get at least 20 minutes. I want to see Tad Chong. I don't know if I pronounced his first name right. Regardless, he is good as well, and we need someone who can play on the right side. He's quick, and I've been through this before. I've said this before. He's quick. He's got that like driver's mentality where he's not afraid and he just keeps pushing, almost like a Gareth Bale, and he's fun to look at because he's got a nice little afro going on. Not little, it's a lot of hair, but he's enjoyable to watch, and hopefully more of that. McTominay's definitely got his shine, and he's not. I wouldn't really consider him a youth player. He's older than bloody Marcus Rashford. He's 22 years old. He's got that experience now, and I wouldn't mind seeing him more. But I think we need to incorporate the youth that not just gonna come in and do a job, but add something to this team. Scott McTominay comes in and he is solid, and that's what we needed at the time. But Angel Gomez and Taif Chong, I don't want to see them starting next season. No, I don't. But definitely in the League Cup and the FA Cup for sure. I want to see them getting more minutes. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I really have to say. Prediction time. A few previews this season. I forgot my prediction, and I'm just like, what is wrong with me? Anyway, I'm gonna say the return of 4-0 FC. I hope that they don't score first, because I just could see that happening. They score first quite often though, and then they just fall apart. In terms of West Brom, they score first and then they just fall apart. But I think we can handle them. I think we just gotta keep it solid. I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Lindelof play with Bailly or Jones or something. Yeah, but 4-0 FC. Come on, son. That's been it for my preview. If you did enjoy, drop a like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Love you guys, man. Deuces.